just from my own experience. When I was on our court in Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court, I think on a 5-4 vote or 4-3, whatever it was, they decided that in the Goodrich case, that gay marriage was a constitutional right under the Massachusetts Constitution. And so when that came down, which caused a firestorm at the time, I thought, well, that'll be coming to our court here in New Hampshire. So the Massachusetts legislature had ducked that. Legislatures are good at that, by the way, ducking the tough problems. And so in New Hampshire, I thought, well, they'll duck that problem and we'll have it. They didn't. It was a political issue. They resolved it and they supported a right to same-sex marriage. We didn't have to deal with that. At the time that was going on, when I was on the Supreme Court, I would go to the Chief Justice's meetings around the country, people who had my job in state courts. And I was talking to the Chief Justice of Iowa, who was a really bright, really lovely person. And they had a case like that. And she said to me, I'm going to lose my job. I said, you're going to lose your job? Yeah, she said, we're voted out here. People vote for us or against us. We come up for elections, which is foreign to us in New Hampshire. We're appointed till age 70. Anyway, I said, oh, that's not going to happen. Don't be silly. She said, well, we wrote a really detailed opinion trying to explain that we're not against religion. We try to explain the Constitution and the history. When the election came around, 3 of those folks, she was one of them, were voted out. Because whatever they decided was not popular. And part of the challenge, as someone who did this job for 15 years, I took an oath not to be a politician, not to be popular, but to try to figure out what the answer was. And I think what's happening today, particularly when you drag the political process behind the bench in a professional way, I don't mean a personal way, people lose respect for it. Judging is seen as a different form of politics. Dangerous, dangerous.